Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Amazing Race.
Wow, we got to start by giving a shout out to White Caribou because her school's football team has made state finals for the first time in the history of the world.
Whoa, congrats.
Or even the school.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so last time, Team Superbad came in last place.
Yeah, and it was a non-elimination leg, so this time they're going to have to perform a speed bump, which no one else has to.
If they want to stay in the game. So, they're in Moscow, Russia, and there they shall stay.
Yeah, so they had to travel to a retired nuclear sub and find the sonar room. And then in the sonar room, they had to find the actor from, an actor from
Right.
The Hunt for Red October.
Duh. So,
Yeah.
they all got the clue at the same time except Dan Drew.
Yeah.
Because Dan Drew left later, pretty much.
So then they had to travel by taxi to Park
Iskusstv.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the graveyard of fallen monuments. There's all these, messed up statues there of, Lenin and Stalin and others.
And a lot of other people.
Right.
And they had to search the grounds for the clue.
So, Superbad eventually caught up, but the best part of this whole episode was when they got splashed by a truck and they were just like,
come on, man,
could this get any worse?
So, they end up in the wrong park, too.
And their taxi driver even spoke English. What the hell was going on with that? I don't know how that happened.
I don't know, but it's time for a roadblock.
For one.
Yeah. So they had to count the statues in the park of Lenin and Stalin.
And the correct answer, you put the two numbers together, and the correct answer is 62. So once you find out that it's 62, you got to run your butt over to this antique bookstore and tell the lady 62.
Because it's 6 Lenin, 2 Stalin.
That's right. And
if you're correct,
yeah,
she gives you this book that has a picture of a cat smoking a cigar on the front. So
and they all?
Yeah, so then you turn to page 62 and they give you, I think there was a street name on that page.
Sadaski or something like that.
That would lead you to the apartment building of the author.
Right. Sounds easy, but it's not.
No. Because some people don't know the history.
Oh, it was so difficult. Ken and Tina, Tina and Dallas, they didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, Nick finished first. He was out there.
Nick was no problem. But Tina and Dallas, they both guessed wrong, and then they were like, let's work together, and they kind of worked out all these guesses and everything, and it just so happened that Tina got to guess right, and she told him what the right answer was, and then he had to wait 10 minutes, and then he went in there. So they were pretty much neck and neck. But Dallas, you stupid! You left your passports and money in the taxi cab. I would have ran my ass off to catch it. The traffic was heavy. Come on,
like
you could have gotten it.
Wait.
I know.
It was totally Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
And Ken was
Wishy-washy.
pissed at Tina for helping Toni.
I don't blame him, you know?
Dallas.
I don't blame him because they made an agreement that they weren't going to help any other teams.
I don't know.
It's not cool. So, after they travel by taxi to Sokolniky Park, they have to find the lady with the Shetland Pony.
Or as Dan and Andrew said, so cool, Nicky Park.
Yeah, it's so cool, Nicky.
Yeah. So, Toni and Dallas took the subway.
And you're supposed to totally take a taxi.
Yeah, but they didn't have any money, so they were like freaking out.
So the pony lady said, "Niet."
No.
So they had to take a bus back, and then people along the way were really nice to them.
The Russians are very nice people.
They are.
Everyone was giving them money.
They were all like, of course, yeah. So they went back, and then they finally made it back, and she said, "Da, here's clue."
Yeah, but that was after Dan and Andrew completed their speed bump.
Right. They arrived at the Shetland Pony at the same time that Dan Drew arrived at the speed bump. And they almost crapped in their pants when they found out that they had to be dancing with a Russian dance troupe.
It was more like dancing off to the side.
Right.
Half-assed.
But that's all that Dan can do. So it wasn't as funny as the marching last week.
No.
But it was okay.
I think the teacher felt bad for him.
I think so,
She's
too.
like, fine, go.
Well, the next clue is the detour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a choice between ride the rails or ride the lines.
Yes, okay. For
Get ready
Ride
for
the
this.
Rails, hold on.
Thank you.
Ride the Rails. They had to go to Sokolniky metro station and then catch the metro to this other station, 1905, and find the nearby marked snack shop, get this pastry that had a clue on the wrapper, and then go on another train to another
Right.
station and find the statue of the man who created
The Cyrillic alphabet.
and then find the nearby babushka who would give them a postcard with their final destination.
Thank you. Yeah, so if you want to do ride the lines, wasn't quite as complicated. But the
you have to
traffic
sit
is
in
not,
traffic.
yeah. So you had to get on the bus,
Well, it was
which
a
is a trolley.
So, a little confusion there if you get on the bus.
Right.
It's the trolley.
They had to take it to the station, find the key maker. He gives you key with for storage locker. You said thank you. They said you get on a bus trolley to another station, and inside the locker is a postcard, just like the other one, with a picture of the final destination.
So everyone chose Ride the Lines except for Nick and Starr, because Nick is a New Yorker and...
Hey, he totally breezed through it, so that was a great pick for them.
Yeah.
Everybody else had a little bit of trouble, though. Ken and Tina, they took the bus instead of the trolley, and they had to go back.
Go on back. And then Dan and Andrew picked lines. They seemed fine.
Yeah, but they're just stupid.
But Toni and Dallas were way behind. I felt so bad.
Oh, I almost thought they were going to catch up, but I guess it was just Amazing Race, magic editing.
Yep.
They were nowhere near it, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
So the pit stop was at...
Vdnkh Park.
Yeah. Of course, first place, Nick and Starr.
Congratulations, you won a trip for two to Anguilla and a 5-night stay there with lots of amazing things like cooking class and spa and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Second place, Andrew and Dan.
But Ken and Tina arrived at the same time, and they were all like, oh my God, we're in the final three. So Phil was like, no, where's your clue?
Yeah.
Did
They
you
didn't
get
get
the
the
clue?
last clue.
Durr. They totally missed the station that was the picture on the postcard, so they had to go back, and they're looking all over the place, and they're like, we're at our wits' end. And then
Yeah.
Tina whips out the postcard and asks somebody, and he's like, it's right there. So yeah, they finally made it over to the station, got the clue, beat out Toni and Dallas.
Toni and Dallas, oh my gosh. Phil had to find them and tell them, like...
That was the saddest thing
over.
ever. I was totally crying. I didn't show
saw.
you.
No, I saw.
It was so sad.
I wanted
I
them
felt
to
so
win.
bad for them. Next time, though, Maddie, it's the season finale.
It is.
It's going to be fierce.
I'm rooting for Nick and Starr because I think they really deserve it.
I definitely don't want to see Team Superbad win, and
No.
I definitely don't want to see Ken and Tina win. So, yeah, it looks like a Nick and Starr finale for me. So, kids, till the season finale. Much love.